Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got Lewis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Now that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Nobles. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll keep it on the ground. Nobles. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film section, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
3rd down, now even tougher, 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
And allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at it, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the Rams at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. The always tough NFL.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Again, it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, this defense for the Cowboys very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on a young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd and a couple. Stafford dumps it off to Lewis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford going underneath for Lewis. Touchdown, Rams! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. More stay down now following the touchdown to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Nobles. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff up the middle. Nobles, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 31, Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
That's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is indeed good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he is going to have the Rams first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right? Why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Stafford. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, LA. Van Jefferson, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Simon, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, I'm trying to erase this deficit. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Nobles
on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Tolbert.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Prescott now. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. Touchdown!
Jake Ferguson
from 10 yards out.
And the Cowboys have cut the lead back down to 2.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13.
14,
Cowboys 13.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. There's still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Stafford.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Rams 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. With a slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Sam Sloman now for the point after.
And the lead is now 13.
Is good. Next, the score, Cowboys 27, Rams 14.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission of what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action now. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, Nobles. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. Touchdown, Cowboys!
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly.
I don't want to talk about things. I realized. Yeah, because I realized that I muted it for GT. Because I wanted to practice. I didn't realize I was muted. And I didn't remember I was muted because I spent 4 hours away from my PlayStation. Yeah. Well. It's just I looked down. I just simply looked down at my remote. There was like DualShock is low or something, and then it's like, oh well, if that's low, then I'll double check that is light still on because I could see the controller drift starting to kick in. And I looked down and I saw an orange light. I'm like, well, I'm an idiot. I have been talking for essentially the last 35 minutes. I shouldn't have admitted that, but still. I've been in the chat. I've been technically on mute the entire time. And I have been talking the entire time I've been in this game of Madden. Because I'm streaming it. This might be the first stream I've had on my channel with no commentary on it. Oh, fucking hell. Well, it's now a 13-point game, even though I was getting beat with 30 seconds left of the second half. With the first half, sorry, left, and scored back-to-back-to-back pick sixes, apparently.
Forced that out now following the touchdown to kick.
Need one more score, and I should be able to kill a game off, though. But, like, what did you make of that England game, then?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
That's a first down.
Down, getting this one up to about the 35. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to him on 1st.
That's not going anywhere, is it? Nope.
This carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that
Ishmael, how do you think we're going to do against France?
snap. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. On 2nd down now, Nobles.
Yeah.
Push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties, better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case,
Yeah.
coming up and making the big time.
It depends. If we started we did against Senegal, we'd be out of the game by half an hour. But
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
yeah, the French aren't going to give us the same benefits the Senegalese did. I don't know. England's just a weird fucking team. I don't really understand it.
At the 43. Prescott from the gun. Fires a slant, completes it to Tolbert. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways
Yeah.
they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now.
Yeah.
Inside the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Nobles. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he
Yeah.
goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss
All right.
resulted. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this
Great. I tried to be too clever.
to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football.
Tried to be way. Oh yeah. There you go. That's a network error.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now a handoff
Yeah.
up the middle. Nobles and running room.
4. I think it's 4.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
4 if he did play the third group.
He actually handed it off.
No clue.
With the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one. Yeah. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of put-away drive. Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points,
Oh, absolutely.
Fantastic.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense? When they go
Yeah.
I still believe the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
So holding will scratch.
Yeah, it's Pavard.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is
He's the weak
difficult
point.
to do it right against
Yeah.
these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
We have to actually fully exploit both fullbacks because Pavard's just generally weak and Hernandez will just bomb forward, so that should give Saka in particular.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
Yes, he will.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack,
No.
but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
The punt team on now. So they get it away.
Unspeakable things.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football.
If Calvin Phillips was still at Leeds,
Need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better.
yeah, right now,
They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue
yeah.
to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved.
I would have played Bellingham in there, and I would be playing Madison, if he's fit. I.
Get a hand, every throw on coverage. They want the deflections, they want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he
Yeah.
takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy,
Yeah.
you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They can
It.
continue to throw these same passes. Who can blame them?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. But it feels weird because we're playing this World Cup, and we're currently at the same amount of goals as our most goals scored at a World Cup. But it doesn't feel. Yeah, I'm about to say, but it doesn't feel like we've done anything. It doesn't feel like we've done anything special.
Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Nobles, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah.
On the ground. Nobles, and he dropped it.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Prescott to throw it. And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete.
Yeah. No, I think so. I.
touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
He's been on fire this World Cup.
That will bump the lead up to 26.
Yeah.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one.
I don't know. I don't think we don't have an easy way to this World Cup at all. There's literally no easy way through at this point. Because let's be honest, going through, say just I'd about to say just Switzerland,
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter,
and just for the sake of
Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in
yeah,
this ball game, but the self-inflicted
yeah,
wounds, they've had several turnovers.
yeah, quarterfinals, yeah.
That's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that part.
No, yeah, Argentina play the Netherlands. It can be Japan or Croatia versus Brazil, which is not as straightforward as you would think, especially if it's Japan.
They'll use his motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford gets
Yeah,
this into the hands of the Titans.
it's Rob. I don't know. I don't know who's going to win that game tomorrow. I really don't. I know that no, Japan, Croatia, Brazil should beat South Korea.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Hard throw, incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
But yeah, I don't know. The one for the Dutch was the Dutch in particular against the United States. That was a tactical masterclass. I'm not gonna lie, they've outplayed the United States.
Just a yard on the first down carries. 2nd and 9. Coming up on the final 2.5
Yeah,
minutes. Boy, is it fun to watch this.
beat themselves.
Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he just falls short down at the 7 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs, clock
Yeah.
continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to
Poor Markin. Well, fuck knows where Robinson was.
keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Hmm. Oh, we had both versions of Lloris earlier. We had Lloris that was making the odd good save here and there, actually playing well, and then we had the Lloris who came up to for the ball, got it and dropped on the Polish player's fucking head. Yeah, no, we saw that. They're two very, very different versions to Lloris. But as for places we're actually better than them in, probably fullbacks. Purely because I think Shaw is a better defender than Hernandez. I think Hernandez is very similar to Trent, more than he is. So I don't know, someone like Reece James. Going for him.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this one will end in a victory.
That's fair. That's definitely fair. It's also always fun to see Liverpool fall apart. Oh! Ouch!
So for Dallas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.
No. There's no way. There's no way he's played injured. Absolutely no way. Come on, chance of winning the lottery. Yeah. The problem being that the problem that Arsenal have is that Haaland hasn't played, so he's completely fit.